We live. YouTube, the best way to get good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Is learning what not to read. The less you have to read, the better. So we're gonna learn how to beat or play at a top tier deck, which is Drytron. So clicking on the tier list, the automated power rankings, they've been doing very well. They're the second most hated deck in the game. So if I click on Drytron, it's gonna show me the automated breakdown. Do I have time to read all these cards? No, I don't. I really don't. I got better things to do. A lot of people are smart in the chat. We have doctors, we have engineers. They're reading all day at their job. They're not coming home to read. So what's the good way to teach you how a deck works? Also automated sample of how the deck is being built. The best way to teach you how a deck is being played without having to read is memes. So on Reddit r Master Duel, I hope this takes off more. I already made a video similar to this. Memes like this, the Rick and Morty, what is my purpose meme, is unironically the best way to learn decks. The best way, it's a jump start. You don't wanna start with a boring 1 hour combo video. I'm sleeping, we don't want that. So this is it. Basic 101 guide for beginners, Drytrons, thank you, KPay10. Let's please make more of these. Drytron Alpha, what is my purpose? You add one ritual monster to your hand. I learned that from, watching the tournaments a lot. It's happening a lot. So that's good to know that. Does it do more? Yeah, but that's the main purpose. What is my purpose? This is a big thing I just deduced myself from watching. You send Ava to the graveyard. Now I'm sure they'll show what Ava is. Ava will search 2 fairies, one of them being orange light to negate a monster effect. Generally. So that's good. Beatrice does that. What is my purpose? Hey, that's a Cyber Dragon card. You add any Drytron monster from the deck to your hand. So if you're playing Ash Blossom, you are now with more precision knowing what you want to negate. You want to stop them from searching a Drytron, or you could stop them from adding a ritual monster, or you could negate the Ava from adding 2 cards. You will at least have a better idea of what they're doing. What is Drytron Delta doing? You draw 1 card from the deck. Not as good as Alpha. You probably don't want to blossom this. What is my purpose? You send Herald of Arclight to the graveyard. Now, okay, there are more purposes with Divine. We know that, but this is, from my experience watching the tournaments, that was the main purpose. That essentially means the Arclight sent to the graveyard searches the deck for a ritual monster or spell, also turns the Diviner into a level 6 so that you could make the Beatrice. That's generally how that play works, but this is the basics. We're just learning what the heck the cards do. So moving on. Drytron Fafnir. What's my purpose? You add Drytron Nova to your hand. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, what is the Drytron Nova? This is special summon a Drytron from your deck. All right, cool. What else? What is my purpose? Nova. You special summon 1 Drytron from your deck. Great. Ava, what's my purpose? Beatrice was sending this. You add Herald of Orange Light and Diviner of the Herald to your hand. So that is something I was stating. Very good. You know that. The Herald of Orange Light could negate your Nibiru. This could negate your Max C. So you got to be careful that even before they build up their fields, that if they have this, if you let them search this before using your hand trap, they could then negate your hand trap. Good thing to know. Moving on. What is my purpose? I believe this is Gamma. You special summon 1 Drytron from the graveyard, and that will be to exceed. From my experience, the Gamma is special summoning a monster from the grave to then make the Mu Beta Fafnir. So let's see what else is good here. What is my purpose? You add a ritual monster or spell to your hand from the deck. That is being sent with the Diviner. It's connected. It maybe should be chronologically ordered, having this right after the Diviner, but that's okay. It's a meme. We can't be critical of meme. What's my purpose? You're used as fuel for Herald of the Ultimateness. This is why this deck is the second most hated deck in the game. Number 1 being Eldritch. This negates everything. Negate a summon. Negate. Not only are you fuel for the Ultimateness, you could also discard another fairy to negate a monster effect. All right, great. Moving on. You negate and destroy any summon and negate quick effects. Anything. Just negate. You just negate everything. Negate everything. What's my purpose? You add Meteonus Drytron to your hand. That is the ritual spell. So if we could see how often is Ida 10 even being used? If I look for Ida 10 here, am I missing Ida 10? If we look, we're going to search up Ida 10. Ida 10. Ida 10 for the specific, okay, booba alert. I'm sorry if you're from America and you are preferred to the censor. Drytron, 29% play 1, 3% play 2, 68% don't play it. But if they do play it, then booba, great. What is my purpose? You ritual summon Mu Beta's material. So that's a very nice thing to know. The Mu Beta will detach a material, and that will help with the ritual summon. To help ritual summon your Herald of Ultimateness, you could ritual summon Ben 10 and then make the Beatrice after your Diviner's level 6. 6, 6, Beatrice, Ava. We learned that from the meme. So let's keep on moving on. The Mu Beta. You're used to ritual summon Herald of Ultimateness. Very good. We talked about that. What is my purpose? You add Cyber Angel Ben 10 to the hand. And if you have a ritual spell in the graveyard, you can also add that. So that's very good. And the last one is the Zeta. What's my purpose? You add Meteonus Drytron to your hand. So that is a quick review of how to play Drytron. Was this easy for you to understand? Let's go down to the comments for some more nuanced information. What's the choke point for me to negate them? When should I use my staple hand trap to stop them? Now the chat could chime in here. Imperm/Veiler are no use against all Drytron main deck monsters. But if you target the Fafnir, it should be good, as long as you're sure your opponent can't summon another one. So the Fafnir. This is a Fafnir. And when we were watching, or I think playing against this deck, this was the main card people were saying to stop. Stop this one. It's because this one on summon, you could send a Drytron from your deck to the graveyard. You could also use it to assist in a ritual summon. And very good. So let's see what else. Since some Drytrons run Prosperity, which could bait Ash, I'm also not sure where to target there. Nibiru should work as long as your opponent is running Ultimateness. Okay, let's see one last part to this. Here's some other tips, and this will be the last thing, and the video's done. Beatrice can also send Drytron monsters / Ultimateness itself / a trap if you are playing Perfection, so you have extra link material to make an Aura Dawn to graveyard to further navigate. See, this is a mouthful. It's not in meme format, so whoop, over the head. If you put this in a Rick and Morty meme, I would actually know what the hell you just said. Ida 10 is rarely played. And what is Draconid's and Vandy Ruler's purpose? Emergency recovery from Max C. Now, he could have just hit me with a big fat paragraph, but I just know these cards are going to help you recover from a Max C. That's better. Thank you. If I want to read more, I will. Give me the cliff notes. Drytron looks brain dead, memorize combo win, but since it is not hard to target against, dies to some specific hand traps, recovery and anti-hand trap plays are where things get interesting. And that's it. That's the meme review. Quick start guide to Drytron. Thank you very much. Let's go.